People. Que pasa, say what they do. Now people, them have a saying that goes something like this. Every day the bucket goes to the well, one day the bottom is going to drop out. If you live by the GUN, you're also going to get taken out. And one day is going to be your judgment day. Everybody has to pay the piper. And people, it seems like the saying is true. For we are speaking about a notorious, we are talking about thief, we are talking about taker. That is said to be responsible, or allegedly by the P0L, is responsible for a lot of the takeaway. We are speaking about of these Chinese establishments and all sort of robbery all over Jamaica. We are talking about St. Elizabeth, we are talking about Chelan, we are talking about Westmoreland, we are talking about St. James, Rete, Lele, Blue, blah, bling. Now this 47-year-old man, and his name is Melville Artie. He hails from St. James, and based on the P0L, they claim that he has been on their radar for quite some time based on information that he has been fingered or pointed out. We are speaking about in several, we are talking about takeaway as it pertains to this Chinese store. Now people, in his latest escapade, it is said that he ran up into a Chinese establishment. We are speaking about in Westgate, we are talking about St. James, we are talking about Montego Bay, and he took 8 million Jamaican dollar. We are talking about buku cash. However, based on the information, it is said that the P0L got an alert, and it was said that a group of men, at least 5 men, basically ran into this establishment. We are speaking about armed with some A to the K. We are talking about M to the 16, Rete, Lele, Blue, blah, bling. However, they thought that it was peace and safety. They thought that they got away, and people, it is said that this incident occurred. We are speaking about early in the morning. We are talking about yesterday morning. And at about 12 o'clock, we are talking about the P0L and the soldier. We are speaking about a military team. They went on a patrol. We are speaking about to look for this man at a house that was identified to be the house of this person. We are speaking about Melville Artie. We are speaking about a newly constructed 2-floor house. So people, how them say crime don't pay? It pays, however, it pays for a short time. We are speaking about rapid, just like we are speaking about the tool that he bust. So anyways, based on the P0L information, it is said that when they surrounded the house, we are speaking about P0L and soldier. We are speaking about the men inside. They opened FIRE, allegedly. The report also stated that after the SMOKE clear, 2 men was held. We are speaking about clutching to some sort of tools and also clutching for their life. And they were taken to the Cornwall Regional HOSPITAL, the place of recovery. However, they did not recover, point blank and period. Now the report also stated that their body was riddled. We are speaking about with con, and people, when I talk about con, may I talk about the type that does not do the body good. That is basically bad for your health. Now, based on the P0L, it is said that Mr. Artie has been under the P0L radar. He has always been a target by the law enforcement, especially as it relates to targeting the Chinese establishment. We are talking about wholesale, we are talking about supermarket, we are speaking about all the Chinese establishment all over Jamaica, in all the garrisons and also uptown. So basically, this man has been plaguing on these Chinese and people, it come back to haunt him, because him along with one of his cronies, and also based on the report, it is also said that 3 other men that were also involved in the latest robbery, them basically take for themselves. So people, we are speaking about 5 persons that went on this latest escapade. However, 2 of them did not make it, and 3 are now on the run. Now the report also stated that the same businessman, we are speaking about Chinese businessman, he was also taken for $12 million in a place called Reading. We are speaking about in St. James, we are talking about last year. So people, within 24 months, we are speaking about he lost at least $20 million, and people, not to count the countless millions of other dollars. And it was also said that this group of men were also responsible for the slap away of businessman, Chinese businessman. We are speaking about Kenny Lee. We are speaking about last year. We are talking about 2019. So people, the moral of the story is that they have been on some sort of rampage for a long time, and people, they finally paid the piper. Judgment Day finally caught up on them. We are talking about karma in the worstest way, point blank and period. Now people, like I said, the P0L claims are alleged that Mr. Artie, he is responsible or behind. We are speaking about a lot of armed robberies. We are speaking about in Trelawney, St. Elizabeth, Westmoreland, St. James, all over the place. However, his father, whose name is Melville Artie, he claims that his son was basically taken out by the lawmen. We are speaking about in a MURDEROUS form. It was unjust because based on him, he claimed that the son called him on the cell phone and said that the soldiers are surrounding the house. And he said that by the time he got out of his house and went by the son's house, him only hear all sort of explosion. And the soldiers, them are running away and said, go on back to your yard, rete, lele, blue, blah, blah. And also we are talking about the girlfriend of Mr. Artie. She also claims that she does not understand because he is a good man. And she also claimed that he was also taken out unjustifiably, and she don't know what is going on. Now people, let me ask you this question. These family members, I am speaking about the girlfriend and I am speaking about the father. Didn't it dawn on you one of those days to ask Mr. Melville, Mr. Artie, where does he work? Where is he getting all this money to basically build this luxurious two-story house? He does not have any sort of education. He does not have any sort of trade. However, he is driving, we are speaking about the most luxurious cars. So in other words, he is living like a godfather in a garrison. He have the biggest mansion like a kingdom. People never ask them sort of question, or once you're getting proceeds of the CRIME, it does not matter. So people, the moral of the story is this. He was living recklessly, and like them say, when planting one DEAD, it always SHOOT. So therefore, he was doing all sort of ungodly and criminal act. And these same criminal act, they came back and basically bite him. We are speaking about you know where. Now, based on the information, it is also said Indicom investigators came to the community and they took some statement. We are speaking about from the girlfriend, we are speaking about from the father, and also other residents. However, this to me, people, does not need any sort of investigation, because based on what the P0L is saying, and people, I don't usually use, we are speaking about information from the P0L because we don't say them as some set of liars. However, in this case, this man is wanted for a lot of these things that has been going on for the past few years. And people, if we realize in the news, it seems like every month that we read the news or basically go up on social media, we hear say our next set of Chinese basically get taken. We are talking about supermarket, we are speaking about wholesale, we are speaking about every sort of Chinese establishment, we are speaking about millions and millions of dollars. So people, this man did not go for any sort of chicken feed. He was going for the buku cash. He was going for the big fish. And people, when we say fish, we not talk about the Chinese fake fish. May I talk about people with money. We are speaking about big businessmen. And like the saying goes, easy come, easy go, and people, that also applies to your life. So therefore, if you live reckless, you are only going to DIE reckless. And people, that is exactly what happened to this man in this case, point blank and period. Now people, let me know what you think. Do you believe the accounts of the soldier and P0L? We are speaking about the joint military team, that when they roll up on the spot, we are speaking about at Mr. Artie's house, they basically came under FIRE and they had no choice but to return. We are talking about the FIRE. And after the SMOKE cleared, this man and his crony, they were found clutching for their life. However, when they were taken to the place of recovery, they did not recover. It ended up in the worst case scenario. Or do you believe the accounts of the deceased man's father? We are speaking of Mr. Melville Artie. Do you believe that his son was actually taken out in cold BLOOD by the soldier and P0L? Or do you actually believe the accounts of the girlfriend we are speaking about, Don, that this man was a legal, law-abiding citizen and he did not do anything wrong? Now, people, this is a fundamental problem as it pertains to these persons living in a Jamaica, me I talk about, especially in the garrison. They like to basically take the proceeds of crime, and whenever the popo and the soldier we are talking about, the joint military team, pull up, they are always screaming BLOODYHELL and talking about this person is innocent, rete, lele, blue, blah, bling, when they know without a shadow of a doubt that he is guilty as HELL. So anyways, people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that, and like me say, it is just my views and opinion, it is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine, but let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.